Hi, and welcome to Read to Me, Mrs. Avignon. Today I am reading My Librarian is a Camel, and these are how books are brought to children around the world. So far we've read about Australia and Azerbaijan, and today we're going to be reading about Canada, which I'm sure most of you have heard of this country, and you might even know where it's located. This country is north of where we live. We live in this green area called the United States, and this whole continent here is called North America. Well, we share North America, the United States, shares it with Canada, which is directly north of us. So all of this orange area here is Canada, okay? And right here, this green again, that's the United States, that's Alaska. Okay, but the orange area is Canada. Let's see how Canada gets books to children who live in remote or hard to get to areas. All right, Canada. Oh, thinking Eskimo. All right, again, here is a closer map of Canada. And there is the Canadian flag. Let's read a little bit about Canada before we read about how they get books to children. All right, Canada, the capital is Ottawa. The estimated population is 30,532,900 people. It's a lot of people. Canada, located in North America, is the second largest country in the world. The most easterly point of Newfoundland is closer to England than it is to Calgary, Alberta, which is another part of Canada. From east to west, Canada is so wide that there are 6 time zones within its borders. Canada has 2 official languages, English and French, and the native Canadians also speak their own languages. The original people of the north are called Inuit, and they speak Inuktitut. Not sure which one. Okay. All right, so we're going to probably hear some more words that I'm not quite sure how to pronounce, but I'm going to give it a go. All right, Canada. Nunavut, which means our land, is the language of the Inuit people. This is a huge territory in Canada's north. The Arctic region stretches from the North Pole to Arviat in the south, and from Kuluktuk in the west to Panjnirtung in the east. The distances are huge, and many villages are very isolated. It means there's not a lot of stuff around them. The Northwest Territories reach from Nunavut in the east to the Yukon in the west. Larger towns like Iqaluit, Tukatulakut, and Yellowknife have their own public library buildings, but many communities are just too small. Some communities, like Fort Liard, have a virtual library, which offers internet access. But even if the community does not have any kind of library building, the Northwest Territories public library system offers books to everyone in the far north through their borrower by mail program. Tyson Anekvik, Colin Igutok, James Nakik, and Cameron Olvlock are friends in Cambridge Bay, Nunavut. They request library books by email or by phone. A mobile library doesn't bring the books to their village. The books are sent through the mail. The Borrower by Mail program will send children any books they'd like to read. If the library doesn't have a book in the system, librarians will borrow the book from another library in Canada and mail it. They even include a stamp-addressed envelope so the children won't have to pay to return the book. Wow. The boys take their young friend Liza for a ride on their sled as they walk to the post office to pick up their books. The boys look forward to reading that night. On winter days, the sun does not come above the horizon, and when the thermometer reads -50 degrees, the children like to curl up with a good book by the wood stove. While the northern winds howl across the tundra, they read fantasy and action novels. Liza is excited about finding good picture books in the package. They can keep their books for up to 6 weeks. After that, they'll pack them up and walk to the local post office to mail the books back to the library. Then they'll check the mail every day until another big brown package arrives with new books to devour in their remote corner of Canada's Arctic. Wow! So the kids that don't have libraries near them can order books by mail. How fascinating. They can get any book they want. Oh, I love it. All right, let me show you some pictures of some of these children. The Inuit children. And then here they are with their package of books. And it looks like here they are going to the post office to either pick up or drop off their books. Wonderful. Okay, so it sounds like Canada's got a really great system. I wish we had a system like that. I have relatives in North Louisiana that don't live near a library, and they live about 30 miles from a library, but they have to drive 30 miles, which is about 30 minutes to get to a library, and sometimes they can't. So I wish they had that program here where they can get their books by mail. All right, so this was Canada, and stay tuned, we'll be reading about England next.